Hello, I'm Julian Northbrook from doingenglish.com. Let me tell you a secret. Let me tell you a secret. When I speak in English, my first language, everything in my head is all in English. But when I speak Japanese, my second language, everything in my head completely changes to Japanese. Not only that, but because of the way I have set up my everyday lifestyle, unless I'm specifically doing something or specifically working in English, my thinking, what's going on in my head, tends to default not to English, my first language, but actually to Japanese, my second language. Recently, EES member Vanessa asked me about thinking in English and about mental translation. She said that when she speaks English, everything in her head is stuck in her native language. This makes her disfluent. It makes her speaking awkward and sound unnatural. So I decided to write this month's issue of the EES Gazette on thinking in English, and more specifically on mental translation. What it is, why it happens, the problems it causes, and more importantly, how to stop it from happening. Just in case you're not sure, the EES Gazette is a monthly print newsletter that I send out once a month to EES members. Each issue is dedicated to a single topic related to using extraordinarily good English in business and daily life. Now, I have to be honest, I personally don't have much trouble with mental translation. As I said, when I speak in English, I think in English. When I speak in Japanese, my second language, I think in Japanese. But for people who do have a problem with this, it does cause big problems. Translating everything in your head, and this really is caused, by the way, by certain learning styles that create bad translation habits. Translating everything in your head will lead to you being disfluent, speaking in a slow, awkward, unnatural, unnative-like manner. Clearly, this is not a good thing if we want to speak fluent, extraordinarily good English. This said, it's actually not entirely true to say that I never have a problem with mental translation, because I find it very, very difficult to switch between languages. When I'm having a conversation in English, everything in my head is in English. So if the conversation suddenly switches to Japanese, I become very confused and my Japanese sounds very English-like, very awkward and very disfluent, like I'm translating from English into Japanese. It takes a few moments for my head to catch up and to switch into Japanese. And the same thing happens the other way too. If I'm having a conversation in Japanese, everything in my head is in that language. So if suddenly the conversation switches to English, it takes a while for my head to catch up and my English becomes very disfluent and very awkward and unnatural sounding, like I am translating from Japanese. There are very powerful psycholinguistic reasons for this happening, related to how the brain works and the language mechanisms that you have in your brain. I'm going to go into detail about these in September's issue of the EES Gazette, where we talk all about mental translation, what it is, why it happens, the problems it causes, and again, importantly, how to stop it from happening. If you want to get your hands on this extraordinarily special mental translation thinking in English issue of the EES Gazette, you're going to have to be an EES member before September 1st, 2017, because that's when this bad boy goes to print and gets sent out to everybody. To become a member or to just find out more information about the EES program, head over to doingenglish.com/membership.